Hello, this is C.J. Miller. I'm across the Red River from beautiful Bossier City, Louisiana, in my downtown apartment. So I'm here with another installment of the Aloe Vera Saga. When these leaves go unsupported, this leaf lands on this thorn here and has caused damage to this other leaf at a couple of points here. Also, you'll notice a little discoloring on this leaf and on this leaf, and to some extent, uh, not too bad though. Um, what the browning happened as a result of too much exposure to the sun on that side while it was outside. Uh, Plants, particularly aloe vera, anything like this, that are climate sensitive, they can and will sunburn. And that sort of happened. And I think it happened on that day that I took it outside. You see from the side here, there's like a ridge, and then a little off to the side. It kind of looks like a little shadowing. That's fine. We don't have to say goodbye to these leaves yet. They're still growing. Uh, but I noticed that a few days after I brought it in from being outside in the summer heat. So exposure from henceforth will be in the evenings when I take it out to get a little natural light. It'll be in the evenings when the sun is on the other side, but it's still out, but it's not directly aiming, because that's when this happened. And also, I want to be careful of these leaves as I'm propping them up and I'm helping them get support as they grow. And indeed, there is another leaf growing inside of all this. Maybe, yeah, way down there. Um, Another leaf coming up. As they grow and this continues to get bigger, as I support these leaves, even when they reach the fullness of their growth, I still want to support them and I still want them to last as new leaves are coming in, so that the plant will get a more robust stalk and base. Another thing I want to do is I want to be careful not to overwater, because there's a such thing as root rot that can also uh, injure the plant, and so what I've decided was to go a few weeks without watering the plant, because this is dry here, but as I get down underneath, the soil is moist. And so every once in a while, I'll come through with my hand and I'll just kind of like dig a little portal, what I think, a little hole in the earth that's in this plant. Technically, everything on earth is of the earth, except for meteors. But when meteorites and meteors and things like that from outer space, stardust, when they hit the earth and find a home here, then they have a play in the ecology. They become no longer extraterrestrial, but they become terrestrial, as far as I'm concerned. It's kind of like when you're not from the South, but you move to the South and you become so acclimated. So this soil down here is very moist. And so what I need to do is I need to let this dry out a lot more before I think about watering it again. It's actually been suggested when it becomes, if the damage is extreme, that you actually can replant or repot. But I just did that a few months ago. I did it in December, and it's only March. I feel like it's too soon to repot or to upset the plant. So I'm going to let it dry out for a couple of weeks naturally on its own. See right here, there's even a little of that sunburny thing. I think that's kind of the cause, because it's only happened on one side, and I feel like the darkening of those leaves has happened as a result of. Now the spots, the little white spots, they're not very prominent, but if this were an extremely damaged plant, these leaves, they would stop being green and they would turn the color of this, but it would happen like profusely, like most of the leaf would turn into that color. some of this white speckling, butterbean type speckling, I guess, is to be expected naturally as the seasons change and everything. But yeah, when I first noticed this little spot, and particularly this one over here, it was damaged and it was hemorrhaging the aloe vera gel that we know. And that was a couple of weeks ago, but it has since healed itself. And yeah, so I just know to be careful and watch where it contacts. And it's growing because it was here, and then it's kind of grown up a little bit. And then I see where it's leaning, just a little speck here. But that kind of lets me know that it was growing, but also lets me know, hey, watch this leaf because it's getting too close to the thorns of basically this guy here. Yeah, but that's our installment of Aloe Vera Saga, and we'll continue to wish for, I will, this plant's good health. The little brother, this cactus, I don't. It's not dead. I think cactus, I think I put it here and I have watered it so little that there's still some plant food even sitting undissolved on top of the soil. So I probably will never even have to like fertilize the soil anymore. But every couple of months, put just maybe a teaspoon or tablespoon or whatever spoon is available into the soil, and that will probably be enough. Because this is a plant that you don't kill, and even when it does die, it's still going to look fabulous. I've had like a small dead remnant of a dead cactus, and it still looked cool. So I kept it around. But yeah, I'm really good with succulents. I don't think so. It's so weird because what I want to do is I want to give a lot of attention to the plant. And if I give it too much attention, then, it's just like people or a relationship. You can smother that thing to death. But on the other hand, if I get something that is temperamental and needs a lot of attention constantly, I'm also a person who's on the go, who likes to take vacations, you know what I mean? So a plant that requires, much more frequent care would probably die from neglect when I'm on vacations or when I'm away from the home or anything like that. So, trying to match the type of plant, or the greenery, to the type of home that it's going to be in, to the level of attention that can be afforded to it, is much like finding a pet. Like goldfish. You could feed a goldfish every couple of weeks. It's going to be okay. Goldfish tank or whatever, especially if it's got, dependent upon the ecology, or you can get, birds that need a lot more attention or whatever. So matching plants to the right home is a lot like matching a pet to the right home. I would tell you about matching children to the right home, but nope. Yeah, no, nope. I don't want children. So anyway, yeah. Aloe Vera Saga, CJ Miller, signing off. Love and light. Peace. Bye.